Yeah, I heard, yeah.
So we're moving, you know?
The day we moved in to this area, there was a breakout from the Fremantle prison. It was the last breakout, and they smashed through the door with a garbage truck. We had all our gear on the trailer coming in, and there was a truck with all its tyres shot out. Oh, here we go, here we are, we're in Fremantle. Beautiful.
My name is Malcolm. This is Paola from Brazil. And this is Carol from Brazil. And we're all friends and we love Fremantle. I've been here 18 months and I would never leave.
We went fishing down there and went with 2 other friends and another friend who joined us, and we were just this fishing brigade.
You know, back in the day, the Swan River was full of prawns.
There was about 20 people there fishing and drinking beer. And this one guy, he thought he'd caught an enormous fish and he was reeling it in for ages. And eventually he got it up and everybody just burst into laughter because it was this huge clog of seaweed.
Crazy bad memories of, you know, going when you're 12 years old and getting dropped off at the movies and then getting stoned at the markets.
I mean, yesterday I saw I think it was about 15 people that had limps in Fremantle. I don't know what that is.
Pirate that performs in Fremantle every Sunday is my next door neighbour.
So last week I had a really big fight with my ex-landlord, and she got really mad at me about something really minimal, and I felt really upset, and then I came down into Freo and I went to the Buffalo Club and I started watching the musicians doing their thing, and they just seemed so confident playing their music, and then it just made me feel better straight away.
I moved to Fremantle with the intention of moving to Fremantle because I wanted to live the life, I wanted to live the dream of the ocean life. Since I've been here, I've learned how to sail, I work at a boat builders, and I'm on the ocean all the time. And this is the epitome of what life is for me. The boats, the people, the ocean vibe, everything.
What about before there was any Cappuccino Street? Praxis opened a gallery in South Terrace, opposite Gino's.
South Mole fish and chips from the original Cicerello's.
Dad used to come and get fish from that place on the Market Street. Sealands was on Market Street.
We used to swim across the Swan River for fun and jump off the big new bridge.
We wanted to move from the east coast to Darwin, and then I came to Fremantle for a job interview. No, to Perth for a job interview, and I thought Perth was rubbish. And then we came to Holwood Street and stayed at the Painted Fish for a night in Fremantle, and it changed everything. And then I was like, yes, I want to come to Fremantle. I was born in Fremantle.
My Fremantle memory is when I nearly got abducted from the Tarantella Club on a Russian ship. This Russian sailor was trying to seduce me and kidnap me and put him into his hold, and I would never have been seen again.
Friday morning, you know, and I was walking down Fremantle Markets. I must have been like 35 or something, and I went for a whiz, you know, in the old-fashioned toilets of Freo Markets, you know. These 2 Russian guys are in there, you know. You like drink? You know, and I said, no thanks man, it's a wee bit early for me, you know, and he said, no, you like drink? Yeah. I says, no, not really, it's really very early for me, you know, it's like, and with these 2 guys, mate, they weren't fucking going to let me leave that toilet, really. They wanted to have sex with me, mate.
On Black Lake, when John Bonham came over there, I hold his hair.
I was working as a barmaid at the Stone Crow in the 80s, and one of the Johns that ran the place thought it'd be a really good idea to book the Johnnies, and it was standing room only. In fact, it was only standing room on other people's feet. It was so packed. I think we took $80 across the bar that night because it was so packed no one could get to the bar.
First gig
May the 14th, 1978, at the Orient Hotel, and there was a band on. I say, although I don't think it's true, that that band supported us and that they were called the Farris Brothers.
We were playing at the Harbourside, Circus Mooners were playing, and Rob Grant from Poon's Head called. Lenny Kravitz is in the studio, wants to borrow the bass sound, spinning out, Lenny Kravitz. We walk in, remember we walked in, Lenny, who was very short, little guy. He seemed nice, he was a nice enough guy.
There was always sort of people that, well, just about fornicating on the dance floor, and that made the band play better.
Elroy, Flicker and the Gutter Slugs, and I can't even remember the pub just down there.
Circa 98, Blues Jam Nights, put your name up on the chalkboard. One night I was playing at Coakley's and this chick was an amazing singer. After the set we did, she got my phone number. In the interim, U2 had come to town and she had managed to meet Paul McGuinness, the manager of U2. She said that she waited in the foyer all day with her guitar. We all said that she gave him a gobby, but anyway, it doesn't matter. She's rang me up and said, I've got £3,000 from the manager of U2 to do a demo. Would you like to be in my band? And I said, yes, okay, I'd love to do that. So I think it was $1,500 to do the 4-track demo. She went off on a bender down south and blew the rest of the money. End of story. I'm here drinking Guinness.
I've been back singing again for only 2 years. I had a mental breakdown. I was away for 20 years. And I'm back and I'm a blues singer. And my name's Anne-Marie Hayden. Long musical history in Fremantle, but with a big gap.
Seaview Hotel, ridiculously underage. Kim Salmon, my fucking idol.
The Seaview pub, years ago when it was sort of Bungarra and it was a whole lot of Jam Tarts, the Nancing Quartet, they were really happy memories. And well, that was 25 years ago. And it was just a great family pub. So I've got really strong memories of friends and little kids and good times and great music and real Fremantle community. Before Patrick bought this house, it was a local fucking brothel. We had sailors knocking the door asking for the girls.
I used to actually manage the Crow at the time, which was quite, that was a regional legend in Fremantle. I'll even give Peter Woodward a little thing here from the Musicians Union. He used to come and hassle us for not paying the musos full fare. But we were the only guys that gave musos a break, including the Nancing, not the Nancings. I saw Sam, LeMan, Adam Gair do their first gig there with Bungarra, but the guys who I gave their first gig was the Triffids.
I used to play in a band about 15 years ago. We were getting hungry and there was a bit of stalling in the gig, and so we decided to send one of the guys to Macca's to get hamburgers. Drummer arrived with burgers, and so we had to get up on stage, and we decided we don't rock on empty stomachs, so we took our Macca's up on stage and ate it on stage between songs. It was reviewed in the Express next week, and the first line was uninspired or uninterested.
We met at an art exhibition at a little gallery on High Street that...
it was only a gallery for like maybe a month.
It's now where the Restore Remedy is, I think. And then we kind of went down to Bathurst Beach to canoodle later on.
That night? So the night you met?
And then we
came
into it. Yeah, we came back and the whole event had been shut down.
Yeah, with keys and wallets and phones. Yeah. So we had to ring my mum, reverse charges, which was really embarrassing.
That's probably not a good part of the story.
It wasn't a good part of the story.
Yeah. I went to the Orient one night, drank so much, and these Swedish girls were chatting them up. And one of them dropped a hat over the fence, and I tried to jump over the fence, and I tripped on the fence. And because I tripped on the fence, I caused all this commotion, and I got kicked out. Lost the girls, but maybe next time.
So I met my significant other at a Freo party when I wasn't living in Freo at the time.
And this particular girl, I've been very interested in for a little while, but I couldn't get the courage to do it. So a Freo friend of mine gave me a trip of acids. And that broke the ice really well. And we've been together for 5 years, 6 years now.
I realised that for me, Freo isn't about music. For me, Freo is about the party scene. And I've been to many a party in Fremantle.
My old band resort is our launch party. Maybe 100 or so people decked out in resort garb. Family, cousins, friends, acquaintances were there to see us launching a really, really terrible gig. We just played a lot of feedback basically to our friends and audience and crowd for about an hour.
Best Fremantle memory would have to be the Bangor Street party before there was any trouble. That many people in the street having so much fun, just absolutely going off without any trouble. People on the balconies looking down, 2,000 people dancing. What a shame that it went wrong.
I've seen lots of great bands play in people's houses. One of the best was Leona's Winter Solstice. It was a sexual deviance party. Squidfinger played in the lounge room, and they encouraged everyone to take off an item of clothing. So I ripped off my school dress. Everyone ripped off something. So yeah, lots of semi-nude people were running around at Leona's party.
And a beautiful girl in the kind of things I'll ever see in this world.
Now, Freo's sort of how I envisioned London, you know, narrow streets, quite Victorian, working class heritage. Yeah, it's all right. It's like Adelaide with a bit more nuts, I think, eh?
It's in the night, that's where you find, that's where they'll be.
I don't know, Fremantle's just got a nice vibe. Lots of different people, lots of different lifestyles.
The Navy Club, it's a general club. You can be, you don't have to be Navy, Army or Air Force, you can be anywhere. And a night like this is brilliant.
It's funny, a few years ago they had this big push with the liquor licensing stuff to change to get the small bar thing going and getting people into smaller venues and then, you know, more intimate venues. And it's funny having this event happen because suddenly we've sort of got there instantly.
Okay.